think this crazy weather is getting me ready for going back to Scotland. But look at this wall. That wall's been like that. Well, it will always be like that, pure white. No graffiti. That'll be one of the things that when I get back to Scotland, I know that I will see graffiti. Another thing is, on the floor, I'll turn the camera around in a minute, but you don't see chewing gum. And I know the last time I went back, I was shocked at the amount of chewing gum that was actually on the pavement. Most of what you're seeing there is raindrops. We don't really use chewing gum here in China, so you don't really get it stuck to the sidewalk, unlike back in the UK where it's all over. Well, my previous memory, I'm not sure what it's like now. But that's something I'll find out when I get back to Scotland. It's Ian here again, still in Beijing, but I'm heading back to Scotland. So if you have arrived here on this channel, this video, because of the thumbnail, then a little bit of an apology. Maybe it was a bit dramatic, maybe a bit clickbaity, but I wanted some people to again come back to this channel so I can share some more information. But I will explain why there is a nuclear explosion in the background, also Scotland, a little bit of England and America. I will come back to that in a second. So, let me explain about the misleading thumbnail. I'm heading back to Scotland. Where I live in Scotland, where I will be staying in my brother's house. I actually don't live that far away from the UK's submarine base, the nuclear submarine base near the Clyde estuary. So I will share that with you when I go back. And obviously, knowing me, when I go back and I share that location with you, I will talk a little bit about American-Chinese relationships, maybe, if you stay tuned, because I've got an opinion. There you go. So this is me just before I fly back to Scotland a couple of days away. And I am flying business class on Emirates. So it's a little bit embarrassing for me. I've never flown business class before, but it was expensive, but it was all about dashing for flights because there was not a lot of flights about at that time. And some of the flights were difficult to get. So I've got some good flights. I'm flying into Abu Dhabi from Beijing, then from Abu Dhabi straight to Glasgow. We're travelling for about 20 hours or so. So I'm going to share that with you. I'll also include some prices and also shots of the business class Emirates flight so you can see how the other half live. Me, working class me, flying business class. Who am I kidding? Also, when I get to the other side, I'm going to hire a car, which was stupid, crazy, expensive. And again, I'll share that price with you. I was going to get a nice car because I'm going to go touring around Scotland, but I had to pull it back a little bit because it's so crazy. The price, just super expensive. So like I said, I'm staying in Glasgow, but I will be travelling around a little bit. I'll definitely be going to see Glasgow City Centre. I'll share that with you. I know I'm going to Edinburgh, which again is another beautiful city, and a lot of people may want to see that. I am touring a lot of Scotland. I do have a drone, a DJI drone. I don't know how the hell I'm going to fly it because I've never used one before. But I'm travelling with my son and I'm going to shoot some video and I'll share it back with you guys. You can let me know what you think about Scotland. The other thing is I'm going to look at the experience here in China versus what it's like in the UK. I'll be looking at different things, maybe things like my favourite parks. What's the parks like here? I'm going to go and visit some of the parks that I've seen when I was a young lad, have a look around and maybe share the perspective of what local parks are like here in China, Beijing versus back home in Scotland. I'm also going to do some shopping, food, try and meet a few local people, shoot some local people activities now. Again, I'll contrast that with what I experienced here. So if this is your thing and you want to see a Scottish person who has lived here in Beijing for the past nearly 8 years. Heading back home to Glasgow, flying business class, sharing all that with you. Stay tuned, this is the channel you may want to subscribe to. So if you can subscribe, please do that. Be nice to boost the channel. Yeah, that's me, Ian, here currently in Beijing, heading to the airport soon and going to go on my merry way. As always, take care, sharing the same message as I always do, and that is to wish peace on the world. Peace out, be safe, speak to you soon.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine.
I also forgot to say that I will be in Glasgow or Scotland for about 3 weeks and then travelling back to continue my fun life here in Beijing. Yeah. Anyway, as I said, peace out. Take care. Catch you soon. Very soon. Herp.